Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 20 of Persona 5 Royal. And in the last episode, we went there and had the Phantom Thieves finally established. Although we just lost 24 grand in that, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the Phantom Thieves are an established group now, otherwise known as the Diamonds. And from here on in, that name is going to pretty much be in the entirety of the game. And on your save file too, so yeah, you'll have to actually go back, beat Kamoshida, and start all over again if you want to change it to a different name. Just saying. Well, whatever the case, folks, we now are at the start of the Madarame arc. So now, since we've established ourselves and has basically made it a vow to continue to teach these shitty adults a lesson, well, there's not much else we could do until we, well, find our new target. And ironically, it is Madarame, as of the last part. So, with that said, folks, we're going to make ourselves some coffee, so that way we'll try to at least get Sojiro to rank 4. That way, all we have to do is just,
Yes!
all we have to do is just simply wait until the 22nd, and then we'll go and push him to rank 5. By the way, this also is a way for you to raise your charm just in case you don't have enough for on. And like I said, until you're at rank 6, he's gonna keep commenting that your coffee is bad. But once you're past that rank, the coffee is gonna start tasting better, and it's gonna give him more notes as opposed to just a single note. But with that said, we're going straight to jail, y'all!
First off, I'd like to begin by congratulating you.
To think our master would give words of praise.
You better treasure this moment, inmate!
You have encountered allies who share your ideals, and you have found your place in reality. The time has come. Your rehabilitation will soon begin. I shall explain it to you now. You have a special potential. However, that must be refined into a useful power. It is weak now, but refining it shall grant you the strength to stand against the coming ruin. That is the rehabilitation cast upon you. There are various means by which you may gain the power to resist the ruin. Fighting shadows and gaining experience is one way. The fusion process I taught you prior is another.
This is all possible because of our master's guidance, inmate.
Though it may be presumptuous of us, we have words of wisdom as well.
When you're out in reality, you better hone your relationships with those you have contracts with.
Spending time with those people will lead to the cultivation of your relationships with them.
If you've got time to waste, you'd better visit your contractors, inmate.
That is another source of power to evade the ruin that our master has mentioned.
Thanks to the contracts you formed, your heart is steadily gaining the power of opposition. It seems the rehabilitation is going well. This is a truly joyous occasion. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
And with that said, we now have our bond going up to level 3 with Fool. And that means now we can carry up to 8 personas, which is definitely great if you want to start strength in about the next, I'd say, 14 days. Because you're going to need all those stocks if you happen to have the persona they need in order for you to pretty much rake up strength. So on that note, I think it's time for us to get back to the cutscene.
The time has come. Return to your brief moments of rest.
And don't forget to go talk to your contractor's inmate.
And now, Dave mentioned something about forming a contract with a Confidant, even though we've already got An, Ryuji, Igor, Morgana, and we also had Sojiro, so that's technically 5. We have one more. No, actually, we're gonna get 2 more today, and one of which we don't need a persona for. The other one we do. So with that said, we're going to be going straight to class. We don't even get to wake up and leave for school. We are going to go straight to class on the train, and the Big Bang Burgers contest is open as of this day. So just like with the Maya challenge, this one is basically the same thing. You are pretty much going to be going over the Big Bang Burger and eating as much as you can. There's 3 challenges as opposed to 1. And if you happen to eat the Big Bang Burger and you manage to succeed to doing so, you're going to jack up your stats incredibly. And not to mention you get some prizes too. So with that said, we're going to be heading over to class because there's going to be a cutscene as of now.
Like you heard last week, gym class is canceled today. Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance. The gist is, don't go around talking about the incident. That's all. The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself. As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well, a normal person. Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides to them.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder. These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you. I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image, if you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster. You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website. I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him. Deal with that yourself.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart? I wonder if it's true.
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really exist.
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
I wonder if it'll affect our college entrance.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right? Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
Looks like you'll just have to live a normal, honest school life for the time being. Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll keep an eye out for info on any big shots that might be coming around.
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
There.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
Excuse me. Did you wish to see me, Principal Kobayakawa?
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely wrong here.
I'm not sure I follow.
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business. If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know, even if it takes some probing into student matters. I would like you to look into this for me.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding Mr. Kamoshida, but do you mean all of this talk about those phantom thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Oh,
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whomever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I could write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
thank you.
Your lineage must certainly play a part in this excellence. Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office, no? If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister. Do you understand?
Yes.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this as soon as possible. I ask that you begin at once.
Yes. If you'll excuse me then.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed earlier. I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to update you soon. Well then, I must be going. Thank you very much for your time.
Oh yeah, I did say we were gonna get a confidant. As a matter of fact, it's gonna be after this cutscene. Which, by the way, this will always happen on this day no matter what. Ushimaru is gonna throw a chalk at you no matter what playthrough it is, no matter what difficulty. On this day, he'll always throw a chalk at you because you're paying attention to your phone instead of paying attention to him. And I've already discussed this already, that every time he shows up here, he will throw a chalk, and if you have high proficiency, you're going to be able to dodge it. But if you don't, you're just gonna get knocked upside the head. But since you dodged the chalk, and you impress the class, your charm and proficiency will go up. So with that said, I think it's your charm only. Yeah, I think it's your charm. But with that said, Our charm's already max, so we don't have to worry about that. But I am going to say this though. Thank God you do not have to worry about this stats for the next Confidant we're going to be getting in a moment, because trust me, it's a godsend.
Hey, have you seen that Phantom Aficionado website? I'm the one who started it. You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you? Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret. Kamoshida used me, and I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I'm glad to hear that. It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there. But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high hopes for the Phantom Thieves' next move. So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site. Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not? I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts. I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I, please? I'll live up to your expectations. I promise.
Besides the public's reaction to your group, there were others who supported you. Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close. What do you have to say to that?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the moon persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
And now we have access to the moon. And the moon Confidant rank is simple. The good thing about it is you don't have to use a persona and you get a lot of experience points for the back row as well as the front. The problem? This is tied to Mementos. You won't be able to come after this for the school trip, and more importantly, you need to clear palaces in order to get the request anyway. You need 16 requests in Mementos, and it'll only show up at night between Shibuya and Akibahara.
See you. We heard all that. Jeez. It was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's.
Has he figured out our identities?
Even so, I think it'll be fine. He seemed to be playing it cool.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
I will say, though, a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time, too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human. Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
Bring it.
Will you two stop it?
Oh, that's right. That's a thing. We are at the term before it's a summer vacation, so guess what? Midterms are a thing. So yeah, you will have to study. And study you shall, otherwise you won't make it to the top 10. But whatever the case, even if you do study at least once, if you get all the answers right, you're still going to make it to the top 10, so long as you study once. But it is important that you do study at least. Oh, and I want to talk to An, and I really do, so I can rank up her Confidant, but Ryuji's got something much more important. And do you want to know what he has? The gym! That's right, the gym actually is unlocked as of today. And the thing is, it can't be raining so long as he is trying to go to the gym. So with that, we gotta pay a visit to Protein Lover's gym due to the fact that that's gonna be how you're gonna max out your SP and your HP. Well, that, and I do believe one other thing, but we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to part 22. So, on that note,
by the way,
might as well just mention protein powder. So, with that said, this is what you're going to be doing from here on in. If you have the protein or the moist protein and you have the time, you're going to be working out on the treadmill, which, by the way, it's a better workout than your home. And on top of the fact that you'll also eventually start working out on the Wing Chun training dummy. And if you work on the Wing Chun training dummy, that's going to be more SP and HP that's going to be gained. Once you complete the Wing Chun training dummy and you're able to do the hand movements as fast as humanly possible, congratulations! You'll end up getting a good chunk of SP and HP if you happen to have protein when you do. And there's only one place to get protein. It's in the, well, actually two places, and it's random. The first one is random, obviously, and that's the Sunday morning. That's the Sunday morning home shopping network. Another place, the Underground Sports Bar. Let me try this again. The sports bar in, okay, the sports store, sorry, in the Underground Mall. Yes, that's what I meant to say. The sports store is going to have moist protein and protein from here on in. I think it's going to have protein from here on in, not moist protein. I think it's going to be later on when it has moist protein. Huh? But whatever the case, if you do have moist protein, you're going to be gaining a lot of SP and a lot of HP. But this right here, that senior was practically trying to move on because he realized that Ryuji basically did more good than harm punching Kamoshida because of the fact that Kamoshida, despite blaming Ryuji for his violent actions, had no intention of passing that guy and had no intention of giving him a college degree or at least a college recommendation. Yeah, Kamoshida's an asshole, and it was a good thing he had to go. And now, the guy that's working with the new track team turns out to be, well, just as much of a asshat as Kamoshida.
All right.
So, with that said, this is where Ryuji starts trying to work on his legs to get back trading. And thankfully at least, we'll be able to go there whenever we want. It'll be a lot more potent than the actual training in your room, and at the exact same time, you might end up getting at least a high amount of SP, because the SP basically is for not just you, but basically for, oh, no, let me try this again. The SP is not just to be able to cast more spells, but the SP, I dare say, is practically going to be for auto recover, and the more you have in your pool, the easier it is to use auto recover outside of battle. So with that said, we gotta go back to Untouchable, because Untouchable has a Confidant rank that we could start. And since we got the first half of it done, which was taking the gun out of Untouchable after giving the medal, we can now go back in and get a gun. Yeah, that's the thing. Royal. Oh yeah, I thought I was ready to do the Confidant rank for strength, which, by the way, I don't think I can right now. I can do that later, but not right now. But as I was saying, new to Royal, if you come in with a bag from Untouchable, instead of just walking up to him and giving him the bag, he will actually give you a gun. A stronger gun, but a gun nonetheless. So, with that said, you get Riot Police EX. And for those who don't know, that particular gun actually is a Makoto gun. So yeah, you get a weapon from Makoto before even doing anything with Makoto, because Makoto's not on your team right now. So, on that note, we are about to start the Confidant rank for Iwai. And yeah, it's a good thing we do. So that way we'll be able to have the ability to customize our weapons at a cheaper price earlier than expected. Because that's the thing. If you do complete Iwai, you'll have free customization once you start a Confidant rank.
Who the hell are you? At your age? Well, I guess you got the heart of an enthusiast. You're a strange one, kid. Wait a sec. Yeah, this could work. Hey, I can grant that wish of yours, but you better have the money. These things are worth hundreds of thousands of yen per unit. Sometimes they even reach the millions, depending on how I feel. You're not bluffing, are you, kid? May actually make you more useful if you are. Look, I ain't a bad dude. I've been known to compromise from time to time. For example, you help me out with my business, smuggling goods, destroying evidence, and as a reward, I'll introduce you to the special menu, with good prices for a punk like you. What do you say? Not bad, huh? That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Gotta fight evil with evil. I need a pawn of my own. Don't talk to no one about this. Got it? Just follow my orders. Now what's it gonna be? That's fine. Okay, I'll work on that special menu for you. You should be grateful.
It seems you had model guns in your possession as well. Their detail goes beyond a simple hobby. I'm sure some people believed those guns were real. You'll tell me how you procured them, won't you? Spill it.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Hanged Man persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
And with that said, folks, we have Munehise Iwai as our confidant for the Hangman. Now, the thing about the Hangman Confidant rank, you get customization eventually for free, and not to mention, guts will increase with every rank. The problem is, rank 1 is locked behind level 4, rank 7.5 is locked behind max guts, rank 8 is unlockable behind Mementos, and sometimes you can only be available for every day. Royal ruins the schedule, so sometimes he's available almost every night. But in the rainy nights, he's almost available. So with that said, I think we're done here.
Oh yeah, when I don't got any business going on, I'll have you do some miscellaneous chores. Clean, run errands. There's plenty for you to do around here. Must be pretty exciting for an enthusiast like you, huh?
Whew! That's literally a lot of things we did. But I guess we're done for today. So we're gonna go on ahead and give him a positive answer, and I will see you all in the next episode of Persona 5 Royal, because we are going to be going into Mementos. You know that very thing I talked about with Mishima? Yeah, we're going to actually show that off in the next part. This is RVman 985. This will also kick off Madarame. Peace out.